It's been about a year since we released season 1 of the podcast. And the first thing that I want to do is say thank you. Thank you for all the listens and emails and reviews. And even the hate mails. They're actually kind of fun. The response has been truly overwhelming. And it's especially fun hearing about everybody's dysfunctional family stories and how they relate to ours. Because, let's be honest, no one's family is actually normal, right? I also wanted to take this time to give an update on Season 2, which we are coming to the end of production on, and it should be ready for release within the next few months. But in case you can't wait any longer, here's a preview of Season 2, Episode 1.
So the next time I visited him after that meeting, he wouldn't come out of his room, so the nurse took me to his room. But because we were going to be sitting just in his room, she took my handbag. And I was like, here we go. She thinks I've got razor blades and Nurofen in my handbag.
She's going to check your lining.
Yeah, and so I went in there and he was like very standoffish. He was like in the corner of the room and he was glaring at me when I walked in. And I was like, oh, hey, Dad, like... Went to go give him a hug and a kiss, and he like did not want anything. And then I was like, oh, are you okay? And he goes, you told them to keep me in here. And I said, oh, like, I said, I spoke with the counselors, the therapists, and he's like, you told them to keep me in here, didn't you? They told me you said that. And I said, well, you're not acting like yourself at the moment, and I'm still very worried about the fact that you tried to like hang yourself. Even if it wasn't you trying to hang yourself, I still don't think that's like great behavior. And he goes, you're dead to me. You're no longer my daughter. I don't want nothing to do with you. I never want to talk to you again. Get out of here. And I was like, okay, like, and he's like standing up and screaming at me.
So was he actually like proper screaming at you? Was he like get out, like screaming like that?
Yeah, like, well, just get out. I don't want to see you anymore. You're not my daughter anymore.
Fucking hell.
You, you're not my daughter. And I walked out of the room and then he slammed the door in my face.
Yeah, none of us even went up there at all. Like, we called maybe once or twice, and you go and see him every single day.
Yeah.
You're helping him out, and he's just like being an asshole.
Like, Mary's trying to get his house, and not even she visited him, right?
No, it was just me. He refused to see her point blank, like, at all.
I didn't realize that.
So I was the only outside contact that he had.
So I know you pretty well. I'm guessing you were pretty upset by all of this. Like, I'm guessing you were crying and stuff.
Yeah. I held it together and then I just want to get out of there. And because they have my handbag, I have to wait for them to go get my handbag. And I'm just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And then, like, I couldn't hold it together anymore. And I started, like, crying, like, a lot. And then the nurse came out and she's like, oh, are you okay? And I said, I just want my handbag. And she went and got it for me. And then she's like, are you all right? And I said, oh, he disowned me. And he was yelling at me, and she walked out and she goes, yeah, tomorrow he'll be fine though. It's always like that here. And then, like, patted me on the back and let me go. But it was not like, doesn't sound reassuring, but it was sort of like, don't take it to heart. They're not in the mental state right now to be making these like decisions. They're just acting on impulse at the moment. That's what I got from that comment, which was nice.
That's coming up on Season 2 of Walking on Eggshells with an Emotional Vampire.